As far as the wish list is concerned, there are three main features that I would have liked to seen implemented. First is the quizzes relating to these two user stories. While I had gotten a quiz template created, it was never actually implemented into the structure of the application. So I would essentially like for there to be a just as I can click here and it takes me to an external link, it would create an external link to a quiz page, and then once the user takes the quiz, it would redirect them back to back to the application, and it would send the form data. Next is the functionality of the timeline. It was very difficult to query the information from the database and input it into the timeline because the timeline draws information from a JSON file, which is currently this file. So the information would have to be queried from the database and formatted very specifically into this JSON file. If anything is wrong with the formatting, the timeline won't display. So I was in the process of creating a PHP file. I was testing and experimenting, trying to curate the information and format it properly. And I almost got there, but there's still a few errors, so that part was never fully implemented. And lastly, there's the discussions. So while this is a mock discussion, uh, essentially in this tab we would like the discussion forum to appear where users can talk to each other, interact with each other, as well as interact with the instructor. And in addition to that, later on in the application, integrated with the automated email system. So when someone posts a message in a certain chat room, it would send an email notification to the professor.